Thank you, Right Honorable David Cameron, and thank you, Standard Chartered, for hosting us. But thank you for the invitation to participate in this discussion. I want to start by, first of all, thanking you and for the points you have raised, and mainly in the report. And I want to associate myself very much with the views you have expressed, and right from experience, as you have just said. Let me again add that fragility that is being talked about of states, to a large measure, is to be located in politics. And again, politics where you find the leadership, the vision that is going to dominate the discussion going forward in making the difference. From what you have just raised, starting with the partnership we had with the United Kingdom during your time and before that, and the partnership that was forged became successful, and Rwanda made good progress on the basis exactly of some of the points you have raised. Because there was a discussion of saying, look, we need help, and you have brought help. But that's not enough. How do people put to good use this assistance that has? You don't give help to a country like mine that had gone through such difficulties. Either you don't come and be the one to run the country with the help you have brought, or you just don't keep putting money into the country without thinking about how is it being put to good use and who is doing that. It starts with the people of any country. But that's not going to be always the case or successful in every situation. It depends, therefore, the difference then between resilience and fragility is this quality of politics that is at play in any country, whether they are mindful about accountability, about producing results and doing whatever they are supposed to be doing the right way, and creating a buy-in for the people of the country, and also making sure that they participate and benefit at the same time without exclusion. Otherwise, then the state of fragility of one kind will lead to another, and you have a continuation of that if that is not checked, if people are not participating, if they are not benefiting, if there is no conversation going on about what needs to happen. So, fortunately, United Kingdom was kind enough to agree to have this discussion and also agree on how to move forward. For example, as you said, we would be given money, but we even said, no, we are not just going to say we are going to determine what we want to do and just put money to it and we move forward. We also said we can even discuss what you think is good for us, but we will be in the driving seat to say, but the partners also participate in saying, yeah, but we think this is what is good for you. We have no problem with that. Second, we had to put a framework in place where both sides could measure what is happening, or the level of predictability where if we said we are going to give you so much to put to this problem, did actually that money come? Or did it come in time? Or is it the money that was agreed that actually came? Because it affects the planning process. And therefore, on our side, we would be responsible for showing the results of saying, yes, we agreed, we should, if it is education, the goals were these, and we had promised we would put children to school, we had to build the schools, health clinics, and train healthcare providers, and so on and so forth. And we would, on our side, be able to account for that and show that the money that was given to us actually produced this. In fact, we even agreed to say, let's have a third party, an independent third party, who would come and do the audit. Did the UK, as a partner, provide the support that they promised to provide, and did they do that in time on the right amounts? And then did Rwanda actually do what it promised or agreed with a partner like UK and said, this is what we're going to do? Did Rwanda actually do it? So, and we were able to, in a cycle of 3 years, to be able actually to measure this progress. And again, as I said, without involving the people, we took care to make sure that we involved our citizens, and they participated. We explained to them, we talked to them regularly, and explained to them why there is this problem, that we are going to address it in this time, or the problem why it is taking long is this. The explanation out there helps. Of course, you can see in our situation the divisions were so deep. I don't think of any situation at one point was as fragile as ours. If you look at back 1994 to say 99, really, or to 2000, these 6 years were extremely fragile. But the story of Rwanda, in my view, which I would share with you, is that it proves that fragility is not, or need not to be, a permanent state. It means problems underlying fragility of any state can actually be resolved. But again, it takes the kinds of politics that you bring into play. And again, fragility, we have also discovered with time, can happen with small or big states. Sometimes, or many times, with poor as well as rich, or wealthy countries or states, and so on and so forth. It doesn't, or even as, again, a very important point you made, we've also seen that fragility can be with countries that are said to be multi-party states or constrained democracies in some places. So it works across different types of politics you have in place until the quality of it, the involvement of people, the inclusion. And of course, this is how fragility affects also growth. If there is fragility in any situation, then there is insecurity, there is lack of confidence, and therefore it affects the economies. And that's how, for example, I'm happy to tell you that for us, in the last 18 years, we have actually seen growth. If you look at the average between 7 and 8% every year for those years. It's because of also the work we are doing with politics and how we are bringing the country together and everybody participating. It helped and there was confidence. The people could see ahead and understand where we are going. And with that comes the growth and inclusive growth and security and stability, and that's what we have had. And thank you for allowing me to participate with you.